Alright, action. Lights. Looking over the Nemo Hornet. 2-person ultralight tent. Blends pretty well. It's got some glowing or reflective guidelines. One thing comes to mind on the, you get such light fabric and then you start noticing things that really, like that's the little plastic clip that you would hook over the tent pole that brings the mesh up. You're like, well, yeah, that's pretty, you know what I mean? There's no, I don't know if you reinforce that with some, repair tape or something, you might get, hey buddy, already coming to the tent. You get the back end that has this design where pretty nice, pretty clever. It kind of erects itself a little pole here, and then your fly just tensions with this. Same with here, you get nice line tensioners. Here you don't, to my knowledge, get a tensioner. It looks like a buckle, but it's not really a buckle. And on this tent there was something, this is my first inspecting it, I noticed something. I don't know if you can see that, but it's quite an abrasion, like it's like something happened to it, or I don't know if somebody used it or put their knee on it or something with the fabric or really what, but it's just kind of getting it out, taking a look at it, and it's got these Velcro things that kind of position these. But same with, now it might have some more up here, I don't feel any more, but you'd think you'd want that seam to line up with that component under there to get. None of them really reinforce those. And these tents have like super good customer service, lifetime warranties and all that, but still you look at things like that and think, oh no. You can see one here. It's the price you pay for the lightweight. You get this whole tent, this pegs and everything, weighs like a little more than 2 pounds. With its pegs, with my carbon fiber ones there, I thought it said something like 2 pounds, 6 ounces or something. Might as well go inside. And the ground is rock hard. I mean, you just snap that carbon fiber peg if you. But no, I'm trying to one-hand it. Doesn't really it does one hand. Like I said, you're paying for ultralight stuff. You don't get any crazy heavy zippers or anything. You get about enough space to tuck your door back, and let me zoom out. Oh, this is something. On these Nemos, they give you a hook. And that hook, it's hard to see. Let me zoom back out. It hooks to that tiny little thing. You can see that gives you a whole lot more, a bit more anyway, real estate on the inside of that tent. Now, what does it do to your vestibule? It might pull that down a little bit, but they give you something to kind of, just some extra things. There's about enough room for a backpack. The Dragonfly, this is the Hornet. Dragonflies, Hornets, colorful names. The Dragonfly had a vestibule that was a little bigger with an extra stakeout point and a little cargo thing. A couple ounces more weight. Somebody taught me this a long time ago at Fall Creek in Tennessee. Just push the door behind it. I don't know how you can open the door. It's got a, just throw it there for now. It has a little door tie thingy here. You get in here. Try to one-hand it. It kind of lifts a little bit, but hey, pretty good overall. Look at the real estate. I did a little video on this once already. It's got pretty good real estate, for a 2-person tent. It's not exactly that big, but you get enough you could slide under here and kind of get in. And one of the reasons I looked at the 2-person, because with the 2-person here, you can just put your gear on the other side. Like, I find myself like, hey, what are you doing in here? Already getting visitors. I find myself with the 2-person, or in the rain, what I mean is I'm sogging wet. I just want to throw my backpack or whatever on the one side, and I'll walk around and just get myself all the way underneath that vestibule thingy and, you know, get in. Just easier that way. And at a weight penalty of like 0.2 or 3 pounds, it's not like the 2-person was much more. Now, granted, I might have gone for the 1-person. It wasn't available, and I was at REI, the store in America. They have a great return policy. You get about a year if something happens, like that thing I was showing, tears or whatever, something you don't like. If you remember, I like that. I promote them because of that. And it's a brick and mortar store. There's N-Wild, Moose Jaw, Backcountry, Steep Cheap, and a lot of other places you can get this tent. Now, that's just a look. I'm 1 person. I'll get you a look, 1 person. Oh yeah, look away. And then if I was 2 people, you could see, yeah, another person would fit here, no big deal. I mean, obviously you're close, but any backpackers know that's just how it is. I mean, I guess for me, I'd want that someone to be special. I don't know. Son of a gun. Sucker flew right into me. I don't know what that thing was. It's on my eyes now. Dang. Is he on me? And hopefully he doesn't sting me too bad. But yeah, you got your cell phone loft here. Oh yeah. You got your special little light. And that's good. I mean, anybody knows mosquito country. They don't like yellow as much or orange. That's why they have those bug lights. And then I've got these little kicker things somewhere on here that will suck my outside of the tent out a little bit, but for the most part, I think this thing is about... What are you doing? All kinds of friends in here. I was messing around with it. You learn in the North Country especially, get in and out of your tent or hammock fast. Whatever you have. But it's pretty good overall. You know, it's super thin, obviously, because it's an ultralight tent. This has been a design that has been running a long, long time, this Nemo Hornet, so you would trust it has some reliability. What I found when I tested their Dragonfly, colorful names, this thing coming up got a little frosty, but the Dragonfly, the Nemo tent, the Nemo style, where you see the rainfly doesn't go all the way to the ground, like a copper spur or big Agnes tent, the rainfly goes all the way to the ground. What I'm trying to get at is it was a warmer tent for some reason. So like when it's cold, they seem, this is a little bit lighter weight fabric and stuff. Maybe that'll be different with this. If you want a heavier tent, you go with the Dragonfly or whatever. It's a little bit, the floor, it's just nuts and berries, a little bit, thicker, slightly thicker here and there. This is an ultra, they even have a lighter one. They have an E-Light tent that, gosh, that thing's like, I don't know, like $500 or $600, but anyway, I won't go on and on. The Hornet has this helicopter looking thing. Again, that's something that kind of hits the fabric. There's my buddy up there. Hey, he wants out. How can we get you out? If we open it up, more will come in. What? We can get him out of here. They're gonna come in if I open it up. Anyway, yeah. Hope all's doing well out there. Good old buddy Brooks in one of his tents. I think because of that abrasion up there, get off of me. Get out of here, sucker. Because of that abrasion up there, I hate sending things back. I really do, but it's like, this stuff is not cheap. There's a little abrasion up there, and it's got to be, I don't know. I'll go back and forth on that. In general, these rain flies, if they do, a little of that one tent got blown, must have been 300-400 feet away over a fence, and landed up, a couple of little pieces of repair tape, it was fine. Get out of here.